All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another short message. And I will say this is a lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. Okay, as you see the title, your powerful questions. Sister Deborah is here to ask anyone's powerful question. Okay? Anyone. Your powerful question. It was a lovely day today, as always. When y'all wake us up in the morning, clothed in our right mind. Have you ever thought about thanking the Most High Yah when you wake up? Because everybody didn't wake up to this day in which we are in. Have you ever thought about that? And how important it is to thank the Most High Yah for just being in this day? It's very important to just think or feel that thing. It's just to give him glory and honor for waking you up. And you know what's on top of that? Clothed in your right mind. In your right mind. You'd be surprised how many people wake up. They are nowhere near their right mind. Some know that they are and some know not. Shalom, shalom in the live chat. But today's topic is about the powerful questions that many might have, especially in this day and time. Now, do Sister Deborah have all the answers? No, I do not have all the answers. And I will not sit here and tell you that I do. But if you ask me a question, someone else in the live chat, if Sister Deborah might not know it, somebody in the live chat might know it. But if you ask me a question and I do not know the answer, I'm going to let you know. I don't know about that one there. You got me. You see, I'm not going to answer a question that I know not of. But I will do my best as the spirit that rests within me will upgrade me to whatever question that is put before me. So that is one way I can answer the question, by the spirit that's in me. You see, so I can't answer every question because I don't have the answer to every question. Okay. Especially if the question rests so deeply into the darkness, which is the world. You can't expect someone who has took on the whole ideal of the spirit realm, understanding the natural realm, which is the world, But just because I understand it from the spiritual level into the natural level, don't mean you understand my answer in the natural level over to the spiritual level. You see what I'm saying? So if you have any questions, you can just put them out. And like I say, if Sister Deborah can't answer it, somebody in the live chat might be able to. Okay, because Sister Deborah told you, been telling y'all for some time, I don't know everything. I do not know everything. I know it might appear that I do, but I don't. You know what I did say today, that Father, I'm going to stay in the water 24/24. If you're going to talk to me like that every day, I'm going to stay in the water, even if it's washing dishes. Because when I'm in that water is where he ministered things to me. And I'll be like, things, you guys, I had no idea. Had no idea. None whatsoever. So I thank him for it. And I said to him, I was trying to be funny. I said, shoot, I need to stay in the water 24/24 if you're going to be telling me all this. Because it'd be really good, because you just minding your own business. You ain't thinking and waiting for him to tell you nothing. You're just going by your everyday, activities in your household. And the moment you hit that water, hey, he began to speak to you in a way that's out of this world. And the things that he say to you, that's what's powerful. It's just what he say. He said something to me that made me, because I said to him, I'm not going back on YouTube no more. But what he said to me in the water was, he said to me, do you remember in the old where it had been spoken about the angel was saying, I will go, I will go, and I will go. And then this one particular one said that I will go. And I asked him, how would you go? Down to deceive, not to deceive, yeah, to really deceive the all those 100 prophets that this one king had, okay, to deceive the prophets. See, when he said that, I said, Father, now that goes back for your name's sake. That goes right back to your name's sake. That goes right back to your will. We on the outside in this natural, trying to teach people Yah in the natural, you guys. And he's rumbling up in the spirit. And we are not getting what he's saying in the spirit realm. We're getting what we see and believe and what we hear and believe. But we're not getting the spiritual one whole overall and how he orchestrated it from the beginning. We don't care. We don't even care to even receive it from that end. We don't want to know it from that end. We don't want to think of it or feel anything regarding the spiritual end. They just want to see and believe and hear and believe based on what the natural is capable of hearing and seeing. They have no idea. So this is what he said to me. He said, now, do you know what realm that was? I said, Father, you know I know that was the spiritual realm. So what are they talking about down yonder? He wanted me to get in the conversation because I said, I'm not going back to YouTube anymore. I feel I'm talking to brick walls. He said, you are. But you my light. You represent me. You see? A light in the world. So whether the whole world is dark, you my light. So you represent me. So when he went on and telling me about, let me go there. Kings, First Kings chapter, because I had to go to the chapter in the scriptures because I said, okay, the way you telling me, I like it that way, Father. But the people won't receive it in the fullness of the spirit. So I had to drag them into the natural to bring the whole issue back over to you in the spirit. So I had to go to Kings, First Kings 21 and 22 and 23. In First Kings 21 and 22 and 23, it reads, and there came forth a spirit and stood before Yah and said, I will persuade him. I will persuade him. Verse 22. And Yah said unto him, Yah said unto him, who is him? An angel. Because there were several angels wanting to take this position to come down and deceive these 100 prophets. 100 prophets. So when you run your mouth talking about prophet this and prophet said this and prophet said that, you better understand it comes from the kingdom in the spiritual realm first and foremost. It don't come to the earth and be seen because you see it and you believe it and you hear it and you believe it. Baby, you got to understand where it come from and who sent it and how and why. But they don't want it like that. He said they see. They cannot see. They say they hear. They cannot hear. Now watch this here. In First Kings chapter 22 and verse 21. And there came forth a spirit, okay, and stood before Yah. Where is he standing before Yah? Wait a minute, hold up. Where is this spirit standing before Yah at? In the kingdom. And what does he say? And he said, I will persuade him. Verse 22. And Yah said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be the lion spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. Now watch this here. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Prevail also. Go forth. Bam, said Yeshua, not Yeshua, Yah. Go forth and do so. Okay, now watch this here. Verse 23. Now therefore, behold, Yah has put what? Yah has put what? A lion spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and Yah has spoken evil concerning thee. Right then, many people wouldn't be able to interpret that, be able to comprehend that. They can precept line, little here, little there. This, y'all, comes from the spiritual realm, in which Sister Deborah had brought I ain't gonna say all, most of my videos before you in the spirit realm. This is what he was bringing to me in the water. And I'm like, now, I said, now, Father, here you go again. You know they don't know nothing about that. They can't handle that. Why? Because it's so deeply rooted in the spirit realm. They wouldn't even know how to apply it on the earth today. Should they? Yes, they do. They have to. They have to understand how heaven has orchestrated everything. And it's not so much as what you can see in your natural eyes or what you can hear out of your ears, your natural ears. You got to understand why, not why, but how heaven has orchestrated it from the kingdom. Those are the people of Yah. Those are the people that's in the body of Hamashiach. They understand the fullness. They don't just understand because somebody said, and prophesied this, and I saw it come to pass. It came to pass. Wait a minute, hold up. Understand it from the kingdom level. That the kingdom rumble any and everything. Now, this was a lion spirit to come and be a lion spirit before, I think it was 100 prophets of his. This one king. He had 100. All of them. Now, how can you get 100 prophets now listen to this. How can you get 100 prophets to lie on one accord? Praise. It goes back to what I was telling y'all yesterday, y'all. For my name's sake, can that be done? That's who the Father is. And that's the realm that nobody knows of. And because you don't know him like that, that's why you can't give him glory. You can't give him glory. You can't give him praise. You can't honor him. You can't even worship him. You can't exalt him because you don't know him. You know him based on what the mouth of people say, and you believe what they say, and you hear what they say, you see what they say, and you believe everything they say, not knowing, wait a minute, what is he saying? Because they don't care. They don't care about what he's saying. So this topic is also, as I was saying to you, about questions. Powerful questions that people have to offer, to ask. Anybody who have a question, you can put it forth. If I can't answer it, somebody in the live chat might be able to answer the question. Or if you have someone put a question, you have the answer, pull it out. So I just wanted to take our time to show you how the Most High had me to dig into this after he was showing me pretty much something in the water. Not this morning, it's not too long ago, about a couple of hours, because I was saying I'm not going live. That's why I ended up going 8. He said, no, you can go live. Just be about the questions. And I said, okay, ask questions. And it's a sad thing. A lot of people got a lot to say, but nobody have questions. You know why? Because they really don't have very much to say. They just want to assume those that are speaking is speaking enough for them to agree. But you're supposed to question everything. Because if it's already, you already agree with it, and you're on one accord and feeling it in that spirit realm, that's good. But we all got questions, you see. And that's why I was saying to him, it feels like you're talking to a brick wall. He said, you are. I said, I know that, Father. Yeah. So I was like saying, you know what, I'm going to come to the ward and stay here 24, just to hear the Father speak to me in the way that he does. And the reason why he was showing me this, he was giving me some insight, because I was saying, why is it you? Let me tell you what I asked him. I said, why are you allowing that many prophets and prophetess to be in the darkness? Why so many of them? See, they think they in their prophesying spiritual. They thinking they're doing the work of the spiritual creator. They don't understand. You just put in the dark to be able to constantly keep telling people what they want to hear. And a lot of times people don't understand, if a person is not giving you Yah at all, no light, no spirit and truth, or hey, the narrow gate this way, then you really have to understand, who is that prophet? Who is that prophetess? And this is now the same thing that's brewing with the prophets online. Is also we got people going after the chosen. And so I say, Father, I'm going to stand down. He say, you can do that. You got a lane already. So it's almost giving me a spiritual choice to say, you worship me already, 24. First thing I tell you all, seek ye the kingdom first. You see? But if you feel that you should seek YouTube and Facebook and these people on here, and you're putting them on the highest pedestal, you're making them your God, you're making them your idol, and you're getting so content and comfortable with that, they give you no food for your spirit. They show you no way to the light. They never talk about the Most High Yah in his holiness, in his excellence, in his perfect, in his wonderfulness, his kindness, his long suffering, his patience. Oh, they ain't gonna tell you nothing about that. And people care not to even hear it. So that was mine. Because Yah, when he came to me in the water, he knew what I was already thinking. And when he gave me that about how the lion, the spirit, which was an angel before him, asked if he can be the one to go down and be what? The lion spirit. So when I hear that, I said, but Father, that match for your name's sake. He said, yes, and my will. See, that we see in him one way. We see in Yah one way. It is the way man, not when I say man, humans have got us to believe he is. And he over here is cutting up from the floor up, revealing all kind of things, and nobody can see none of it. They can only see enough to believe in their flesh, what flesh tells them. And that's all they want. And most of it is 99.9 is chaos. So any question in the live chat? Hello. Any questions? I was wondering if I should. Leaving the country because everything is going on here. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I wouldn't tell you if you should or if you should not. I will explain to you that I understand why I'm gonna tell you 100%. I understand why you want to leave this country, because there is so much going on. And it's clearly seen. Not only is it clearly seen, it's clearly felt. For you to want to come out of this country, you know what? Let me tell you something, baby. It's more in this country than your natural eyes can believe that's going on. Okay? I'm going to just let you know that now. So I wouldn't say to you not to go. But if you feel that pull in you, run. I wouldn't suggest you go to Africa. I wouldn't suggest you go to China. I wouldn't suggest you go to Russia, but there's a whole lot of places you can go. Because in this country and the people in this country is hiding everything. And as you see them hiding it, you see it, and you're seeing it getting heavier and heavier. To me, a person to really want to leave this country, I don't think they really understand what's actually over here. I don't think they really understand what's going on, baby. So I would suggest you just make your choice based on what's in you and you feeling that thing. You feel that, you take off and run. Don't sit here and wait. You take off and you run. Now, when y'all come, wherever he is, he know if you is already. He's coming to the four corners. He gonna come get you, no matter where you at. You don't have to remain where all this sickness at in this country. Y'all has allowed people to see what this country is, and they still refuse to see what it is. So I would suggest to you that if that's what you feel like doing, do it. Because I'm gonna tell you something. It ain't nothing bad that if you decide to leave. It's really, to me, I would say it's something good. I'm gonna tell you that. Because at least you'll have a better mindset than where you are at in this country. You see, until y'all come. But I will not. I would suggest nobody go over to Africa. Yes. I tell you, don't let nobody tell you not to go. You take off and run. And it's too, go, you know what? Go and look at all different places where it's safe and where you can live. You see? Because don't think that this country got something, baby. Because this country is darker than dark can be. This country is darker than dark can be. And the whole country is in full denial. So that's why I'm here to tell you, will I be here? I'll be here. But I'm not going to tell you don't go. You shouldn't. Take off and you run. At least you'll have a little peace of mind wherever you go. Because they don't understand the Titanic ship, the boat that they own, what is about to happen. Everybody is in full denial. People would rather hear people prophesy chaos than to prophesy where do we go from here. You see what I'm saying? Where do we go from here? What should we do? How should we stop what we're doing? How should we come together? How should we support one another? How should we help one another? How should we show mercy toward one another? How should we have that grace and mercy for one another? How should we, all these things? Instead, they want to hear a prophecy of chaos. They just want a lot of chaos. And you know what? They don't realize that you in the country with the chaos. Because they figured, I like to hear chaos. He gonna do this to them. He gonna do that. But baby, you in the same country he gonna do them to. He's gonna do it to them, but he ain't gonna bypass you. The Spirit of the Most High Yah was telling me that yesterday. Tell Judah that they are not exempt. Then he poured up on Matthew 24, breaking it all down to what's going to happen, and tell Judah they are not exempt. So that means that you're not going to, this actually taking place, you're not going to escape from it. And see, a lot of them don't realize this country is who they are, and they are who this country is. That's why they so at peace with this country. That's why they feel so comfortable with voting and Republican, Democratic. They ain't even understood that the darkness started that politics, and the darkness gonna end up dragging all of them in it like they doing. And they having a Wayne Dame doodle time. So I was you, I would take, if I had the finances and I had the place exactly where I would go, I was you, I'll run. This country is feeding people everything that what they spreading in the air. They feeding them. They giving them things. They doing all kind of things to these people, and all they keep doing is smiling, waiting for somebody to prophesy that y'all going to destroy this person. Y'all going to destroy America. Y'all, baby, you keep forgetting you in America. So it's not like he's not going to destroy America, but give the people something to do outside of hearing that he's going to destroy America and he's going to destroy this one and destroy this one. What is he going to do for me? So I was you. If that's what you feel like doing and you got the finances and it feels okay for you, go for it. Don't, it ain't nothing here, baby. Let me say to you as a prophetess in the wilderness, let me assure you, there's nothing here worth staying outside of the closeness of your family if you that close to them. Not even that worth it, because what Yah is doing, he's judging the whole house in Judah, and that's what you see a lot of what's going on. And now that I know that something did come up out and start giving this rest in the spirit on people, and this is why you see all this killing and this chaotic that's actually taking place, and it's already got to the point where everybody's looking at it's normal. People are looking at all the stuff that's going on in this country as normal. They don't even see how they sitting here, got them acting a fool about Republican and Democratic while they setting up from the floor up to take them out. Okay. For healing. If you need healing, if we need healing and want healing in our bodies, should we ask the Most High Yah for the healing? That's the only one you're going to have to ask, you guys. Baby, always ask him for the healing. But the key to the healing is this here, is the healing is there, okay? It's you having that what it takes to believe that the healing, it's already within you. If you have the Ruach, you see, that's that power of who he is. And I just really, it's no way we can go back and change the fact that they have taught all these people everything outside of his power and who he is and who he stands for. We done learned everything about everybody else. We done work with doctors and all kind of different specialists. We learned everybody else's way of healing us, but we have not went to the one that does the healing himself. And I would suggest you do only ask him for the healing of your body. And when you do, have something in you that says, I believe it. Even before I ask him, I already believe that he would. You see, if we need healing in our bodies, should we ask for the Most High Yah to heal us? Yes, most definitely. You know what he said? He said, I turned my back from Judah, Israel and Judah. I turned my whole back from them, but I still have a stretched out hand. Do you know what that hand is, baby? The hand is his power. Even though it's finished, you got to understand his finish means everything I orchestrated in heaven, in the heavens and on the earth is finished in my bosom. But I still have the right hand out. So if you need healing, know that he got the right hand. His right hand is the power. That's why when people say they go and they pray in the name of Jesus, in the name of Hamashiach, no. That's not where the power is at. The power is in Christ, which is in Hebrew, Hamashiach. The power is in Christ. That's why a lot of people still ain't healed, because they searching for a healing from something that cannot heal them. Yeshua cannot heal you, but Christ can. That's the power. That is the Father's right hand, and the stretched out arm. It's in Christ is where the healing. And this is why people can't get healed. Because, hey, and you remember when Yeshua say, and you should do signs and wonders and greater, and that's why they don't have them. It's because they think the power is in the mouth of a flesh of a person prophesying. They don't think the power of the right hand of the Father is all power. But when you go into asking him to deliver you, understand he is all power. And that's Christ, Hamashiach. When you go up into saying Christ, Hamashiach, you can even say Yeshua Hamashiach. But don't forget that Hamashiach, because that's the power. That's the power of the Father on the throne. Okay, you said that when Yeshua said he had other sheep that are not of this fold, what did he mean? So when he said that, was he talking to the disciples? So he might have been letting them know there's more. I have sheep outside of you. You see what I'm saying? He might have been saying, I have sheep outside of you. Because I think he was saying that to the disciples. I believe he was saying that to the disciples. Yeah, he was saying that. Yeshua said he had other sheep that are not of this fold. What did he mean? He could have been speaking that to the disciples and letting them know that there's other sheep outside of them. If you can pull up that verse, then we can tackle that a little more. Yep. Yep. And let me tell you something else, baby. You feel that, get up and go. Because guess what? Many would go if they had the opportunity and they had the finances. Many would be gone. Many would go. So I wouldn't tell nobody not to. I tell them get up and run. Okay. So you think that it's talking about other sheep from other nations? Yeah. I was just wondering, was he saying that to the disciples? Was he with the disciples, letting them know that there's others outside of them? You see what I'm saying? Because he was the shepherd over the 12. So I was just thinking, well, maybe he was telling them that there's more outside of you all. Okay. But that still sounds good, what you said, in other nations. You know why that sounds good? Where you say other nations is because in Matthew's, it was talking about, I think it's Matthew's 25, where he was talking about he went to the four corners and he from all nations and he separate the sheep from the goat. You see what I'm saying? So that also seems like it could fit in as well. But I was thinking maybe when he said, when Yeshua was saying what he was saying, he was with his disciples and he was telling them he got other sheep that will follow outside of them. Okay. I am a healer. I love that. Oh, I love that. I love that. I am healing. See, that's what they never knew what the I am stood for, because it stands for he can do it all. You see what I'm saying? He can be a healer, a deliverer, a judge, a mother. He can be a father. You see what I'm saying? I am who I say that I am, not who we say that he is, but who he said he is. And you are so right. I am healing. I am a healer. That's right. That's right. I am is at any country that you run to. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like saying, shoot, you know how many people would get out of here if they had the finances? They would get out of here. Because a lot of people feel like they want to move and get from United States of America. I don't blame them. I do not blame them. And some, you're right. I like that. I like that because that's how I see him in the spirit realm. He can be whoever he want to be. That's why he's telling us, I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that, I am this. But we want to put him in a little black box and make him who we want him to be. But he is the I am. That could be anything he want to be. He don't have to answer to us. John 10. Is that good? In John 10, the Gospel of John, chapter 10 and verse 16, and other sheep I have, which are not of this fold. Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold. They should be one fold. There should be one fold and one shepherd. Okay. Well, see, yeah, that's what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about. And that's why you see where he said, I must bring. So it's during that time, he letting them know they're not the only one, the disciples. He's letting them know he got to bring others. You know, let's look on verse 16, and it says, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice. You see? So and there shall be one fold and one shepherd. So yeah, he's just letting them know that he's the shepherd right now to bring them close to hear. That's his whole ideal. And he's telling them that you all are my sheep, but there's others that I'm going to hear my voice. There's others I'm going to bring into this same fold. Okay. Yeah, he was with the disciples. But, you know, the purpose of him moving all about, he was talking to more than just those disciples. You know, he was talking to many. And those that heard his voice and believed, they too became his sheeps. Therefore, I'm looking at therefore. I see what you're saying. I see exactly which are not of this fold. So he's talking about this fold. That means them that was with him. You see, he said of this fold. Okay. Not of thy fold. Nope. He said this fold. So it's if this right here, you all right here, they are not of this, you all. I have others that I have to bring into this. They are not of this one because they are the disciples. You see what I'm saying? Disciples, they are his disciples, even though they're his sheep. But the other ones that he's going to bring in, they're going to be his sheep, but they don't have to be the disciples. They can be others that's following and believe. So he's telling them that others going to be, you know, also grafted in as his sheep. I am that I am. You say, so for an example, that was like Paul. Right, Paul came in. Exactly. Very good. How you just went at it. I like that. Very good. Just like Paul. Exactly. And all those that came after Paul, with Paul, and you know what I'm saying? You're right. Exactly. Very good. That's what I was saying. If somebody can also answer it and expound on it, go right ahead. Because yes, you're right. Just like Paul. Exactly. That is so true. Now, this is something else I was wondering also, and it came to me in the water, because what y'all is wanting me to know some things as if we're finna reach some sort of level of something that we're gonna have to be dealing with strictly spirit and truth and the light, okay, and not so much as all the chaos. Okay, this is what he was saying to me. He said, you know about Matthew's chapter 24 and verse 24. And I was in the water washing dishes. And I said, yeah, I'm going to read up on it and really get it. He said, now see right there is letting you know that those that says, let me say it, Matthew's 24 and 24. For there shall rise. There shall rise. And what are they rising from? You see what I'm saying? They're rising. How are they rising? In subscribers and likes on this devil platform. They're rising because there are people who detach to them that's causing them to rise up. Okay? Now watch this here. False crisis. False crisis, if you don't know who Christ really is, you don't know. This is what he was telling me in the water. False crisis. Many people thinking it's going to be people like Yeshua, like the Son of Man. The Son of Man are people, okay? They're not coming in the form of the Son of Man. They're coming with the power that Yah sent him down with, which is Christ. Christ is the power, it's the word, and what else? It's Yah's spirit. They're coming with false power, false word, and false spirit. Oh, Father, I'm going to get in trouble, ain't I? Think of that. Verse Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall rise false Christs. You notice Yeshua said, many shall come in my name, Yeshua. He can't say that because ain't nobody coming saying that you are Yeshua. They're saying they coming to say that they are Christ. Why? Because they're taking on, hear me now, y'all. This is what he told me in the water. They're taking on the word, the power, and the spirit, and portraying like they are of the word, the power, and the spirit. And then he shows you how you can find this characteristics of people. And he connected to as also and false prophet. So he's saying that they're coming a people that's going to portray that they have first and foremost the power, the word, and the spirit of who Christ was. Just because 99.9 on the face of the earth never knew who Christ was, never knew who Hamashiach, which is in Hebrew, they never knew who that was, even to today. You got people who got like Joe Osteen and T.D. Jakes and all them, they have no idea who Christ is. When I sat back and I heard last night Stephen Derby break it down, I was like, no, my father, Yah, you mean that he been and broke this thing down? 10 years ago, that brother was breaking it down, identical to the way I break it down to y'all. And I was like, something wrong with that. He said, yeah, because see, you thinking the people don't know, and that I didn't give it to them. They've been had it, Deborah. They've been had it. It's just something they don't follow. It's something that they don't embrace because I'm not in them. So they have no need to. So where you see in Matthew chapter 24, say if somebody walk up to you and start teaching and saying that it said that false prophets and false Christ, understand, you got to be able to understand the power in the false prophet and the power in the false Christ. What is it? Here it goes. Still telling you. And shall show great signs and wonders, so as much that it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. I am elect. I cannot be fooled by their words and their prophecy, which is the false Christ that they are coming to portray. Because see, the world didn't know who Christ was, and they still don't know. I look at what's his name, the loudmouth, and all of them. I look at all of them. I don't look at them like on YouTube, but I'm saying I sit back and when I see them on the thing, and I see them still going on, and I say, Father, they don't even know who Christ is, do they? He said, Deborah, you know they don't. So what's the deal? I said, but it just. And it reminds me, and that's why he put me back to First King. of the spirit that came before the throne of the Father and said, I will go and be the lion spirit. And Yah put the lion spirit in him to go do what he did to what? To deceive the prophets. See, y'all thinking that y'all giving these too much flesh, too much glory. People are giving this flesh too much honor, too much glory. They don't understand. This flesh ain't got no honor. This flesh ain't got no glory. And nor did Yeshua have it without Christ. Hamashiach. He didn't have it either without Christ. So here he was just showing me they missing it. I'm telling them my own ones could be fooled by them. Why? Because they come in with the word, they come in with the power, and they come in with the spirit of Christ and using it as works and signs that they are who they say they are. And they are representative of Yah. So what Yah is teaching me, I'm telling you, I'm taught daily. What Yah is teaching me is, Deborah, don't think that the way things are going is the way that is orchestrated in the darkness. You got to go back to the light to see how I orchestrated it. Then you pull up with it. Don't just assume because people are speaking and teaching and prophesying, I send them. No. Even the lying spirit that I sent down on all them prophets, what did you do? You check. How did you check? You check the spirit realm to see where it come up from. He said, so whole revelation is set up like that. I was like, I figured that out too, Father. I didn't figure it out because of me. I figured it out because he that's in me revealed it to me. The whole revelation is just like the world has AI. Ooh, Deborah, you better stop. You know how the world has AI? Okay. Revelation is running everything. And we're seeing it one way because we can only comprehend it one way in the natural. And we're seeing it half-cocked because we ain't seeing it in the spirit realm and how he designed it and orchestrated it. Because in this here, Matthew 24 and 24, we sitting here calling false prophets and don't even understand. They're going to try to use the word, the power, and the spirit to build up who they are and what they're saying. He sat here and said it, and signs and wonders, great signs and wonders. What great signs and wonders am Sister Deborah bringing forth? What great signs and wonders? Why am I trying to be what Yeshua HaMashiach was? As far as great signs and wonders to what? You can do the great signs and wonders to the people, or you can do the great signs and wonders to the world. You got to be careful in who putting it out unto you. That's where you have to be careful and make sure it falls under the guideline of what is spirit and what is truth. Yeah, he broke it down. And when I heard him, his name is not Stephen. Someone came on and said his name is Stephen. It's still Stephen, just like I was saying. His name is Stephen Derby. And he broke it down. You are so right. He broke it down. And I was like, wait a minute. Dude, you left out of here too quick. And then the Father told me, don't forget who got the keys to life and death. You all never realized, that bio that they put out. I knew it was a bio. I knew it. I knew what it was going to do, and how it's going to rumble. But guess what? I did not know. That's one of Revelations. That's coming out of Revelation. It's still the prophecy of Yah. It's just that we seeing so much worldly stuff, we can't connect it to the spiritual message in Revelation. Why? Because we don't have the Ruach in us. He will teach us all things, but when we feel we're going to hold on with what we've been taught, then it's hard for us to just accept the fact that Revelation said it, but it came in a different form. It said it exactly, but it came in a different form, just like CERN. That's why they are able to go down in the uttermost darkness. They already poured all kind of spirits up out, and that's why you see people killing. And I wanted to just say Israel and Judah. I say Israel and Judah because we were the people by name chosen by Yah. But the whole world is doing it. You don't see all this stuff that's going on. It's just out of nowhere. It's worse than it ever been. And that's the whole idea. Father wants us to see what's actually going on and make sure we understand that it's not like yesterday. Stop trying to set it up like, oh, ain't nothing going on. It's the same. It's just the same old, same old. No, things have been released, you all, to do all this wicked and evil. Okay. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. The demons in the individuals get bolder by the day. Praise the Most High God. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. See, this is the sort of stuff people need to know, baby. I know you might think when I just can feel that, or I just can understand it, but that is so true. It's just so true. But it's just no matter how you stand on a mountaintop, people have other just reasons of why things are going the way that it is. But you nailed it. The demons in individuals getting bolder by the day. They are with no shame, with no conscience, no feelings, no mercy, no grace, no nothing. Yeah. Because they know you somewhat, I say, give 1/4 of you in the flesh. And they ain't gonna understand the part of you which is spiritual. And I believe that we are in a time that we need to be looking forward to the things. What he say? He said it. He told us that the things that's unseen, but yet believe. You see, that's what faith even is. What you can't see, but yet you just got to have it in you to believe it. See, and that's the things that are unseen. He said, but they want to believe only in what they can see. And when they can see it and they can hear it and see what they hear, oh, that's it, child. There it is. I knew it. There it is. But they just don't understand. That's not it. It's what you cannot see, but yet you believe. Wax cold. You know, that's already in there too. That is already, I spoke about that yesterday. The hearts of wax. I said the hearts of wax hard. That's what I said. You got on here too. Wax cold. You are so right. And you know, that's also in Matthew's 24. So it's like saying that I've left enough tokens, but why is it people don't paying attention to what is actually going on? They won't talk about it. See how you saying it? They won't talk about it. They won't say nothing. They just want to go around, but they're looking for chaos. They're looking to hear the words of chaos. There you go. If they're not giving, if they come, very good. I like that. I like how you said it. If they come with signs and wonders and are not giving Yah, there you go, the glory, then stay away from them. There you go. There you go. You just nailed that one. You see, this is how we should give him everything that he has given us to understand in prophesying and telling what Yah is going to do. If he don't get the glory in the beginning of it and the end of it, get away from people like that. Because the glory is given to who? Them. And this is how people put them up on high pedestals, is because all the praise, the glory, and the honor are given to the individual. And when you see a situation like that, that does not represent Yah. Ooh, don't say that. Don't say that. Because you just knew I was sad my daughter is pregnant. You knew that. That's why you said that. That's why you said that. I get sad when I see you women pregnant today, because our children have nothing but misery waiting for them. That's all, baby. I am wrong for feeling this way. You ain't wrong for feeling that way, because it's what has been prophesied that shall come in these days. You see, you're here living it and seeing it. So you look at them and say, what are they gonna have to just wait and see what they gonna have to endure? Because you're seeing it. So it's not like you wrong for saying it. You're right from saying it, because you know what? This is what people don't want to open up and say. And this is why people thinking, like I heard a couple of people telling people it's time to prosper. Y'all gave me a dream, and he said everybody's gonna come out of this thing after the voting and everything. Everybody's gonna be making money and prospering. And I was like, okay, this individual don't know nothing about the end day, none whatsoever. But this is what people want to hear. She's giving people what they want to hear. Now I said, I'm gonna tell you something. When my daughter said she was pregnant, she said, why you get silent? Why you didn't say nothing? I said, oh, because 3 weeks ago when the Father revealed to me when I woke up, and he said, you and Jordan. I said, no, she ain't with Jordan. I had no idea y'all was even together, you know? And this is when I went to the gender reveal Sunday. She's having a little girl. And I sit back and I saw something, y'all. I'm going to tell you, I ain't going to even say it on here because I don't want my daughter to even get on here and hear me say this. I saw something that just blew my mind. Y'all, it blew my mind. See, and when it blew my mind, I said, wow, it's that bad, y'all, ain't it? It's that bad, y'all. Y'all, it's that bad, yes. So when you said that, guess what I felt? I felt so bad for that baby. I felt so bad for that baby that's coming into this world. I felt so bad. And the Father said, just pray. Just pray. Just pray for that child. I felt so bad. What I saw, that wasn't a good feeling at all. Wasn't a good feeling. I'm going to give you a little nip. At the shower, at the gender, when this guy that my daughter's having a baby by, he has no children, right? It's him, his two sisters, and they all three of them are adult, and then their mother. I think his father passed away. So he's 35 years old. But when they took a glass and went into the cake, and when they bring the cake up, it'll show pink or blue. When they brought now listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna show you why I was sad. So that's why when you said that, I'm like, said you must knew what I said. I said something on here yesterday. But when they brought the cake up, it was pink. When everybody that was there said boy, right there. When this show came up, I even said boy because I got one granddaughter, so I figured a grandson. Everybody said boy. When they brought that cake up and it was pink, just imagine that baby. What you say already in a mindset of people that wanted her to be what she is now. Let me tell you why I said that. Did you know when I saw the cake pink, I jumped up and said, ah! Do you know that young man himself and his whole family didn't say a word? Mother said 4 or 5 times as she sat on the couch, I don't believe it. God has the last say so. I don't believe it. It's a boy. I don't believe it. Now, this is why I said you're right. It's because you don't have no grandbabies. You should be appreciative toward a girl or a boy. But you sitting here charging God to give you what you want. Do you know the guy? He went into the back room and went to bed. I was saying, now see there? That is no way. I said, now this is the type of people that she done got herself caught up in or with and have no idea. So when you said that, I said, okay, you think you said something, baby. You ain't saying nothing. That's the reality of what she's going to deal with. Because anytime your grandmother, your father, your 2 aunts, grown is grown, are disappointed that you are a girl and they wanted a boy, and then they stand and say, no, it's going to be a boy. The mama is showing her son that you should have wanted a boy. You should, we need a boy. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't say things like that. But she wasn't ashamed. And I said to myself, now, that's the sort of people y'all need. I feel like that, y'all. I feel that I'm tell you, I'm to the point where I feel that my kids need to be around the opposite. Y'all had been around what y'all had given you that was the best of the best. And since you thinking it wasn't the best, go somewhere else and be around somebody that you think is the best. See your outcome. The veil has been broken. The CERN has been bringing the dark matter into a realm. I'm gonna tell you something. See how you saying that? I don't even think you really understand. That's true though. Because when I went back to the Father, I said, no, wait a minute, something is going on. It's the way that people are taking lives, the way people are, they don't even have a feeling, like someone was saying, wax a heart, the wax cold, and that the demons getting more bolder. Y'all don't understand. That is so 100. And yes, I believe it has been released. I believe it has. And I'm telling you, that's what I believe. How do you navigate? When I was married for 33, 34 years, okay? And I came into a marriage with a man that portrayed that he believed. All this time, I always thought that he believed. I always saw him as a believer. He always supported me as a prophet, a prophetess. He always acted as if he was a believer. He portrayed to be a believer. Okay. I believe that he believes, but I want you to understand something. It's this. Cause you believe does not mean you believe. Let me say it like that. There's two beliefs. There's a belief in the flesh and there's a belief in the spirit. The one in the spirit is the brand of the Most High Yah, that brands one. That's how the Gentiles is coming in. They're grafted in through faith and belief. That's the brand that come from the kingdom. This man, as time went on, I even cried out and said, I gave him all my life, him and my children, all my life. And I got nothing in return, you guys. Nothing. I got nothing in return. And right here today, me and him best friends. And if you say to him that when Deborah says she got nothing in return, he says she didn't. That's what he'll tell y'all. He'll tell y'all because he knows. He already know. But his belief wasn't, I don't think, was a belief. He believed in the Most High Yah. And he can quote that book. But I think there's something else there. And that's why I say a lot of people are putting flesh up on pedestals and they really don't know who's who. And until the people are giving Yah the glory, him the praise, him the honor, and teaching people how to look for the light so they can walk therein, don't waste your time with people. Oh, I missed one. I missed somebody. Deuteronomy 28, the end game. That's right. When you right. You know, I taught that for years though. It's a word called you judge it. They would tell people will say, well, Miss Deborah, I don't know how you can just talk to just anybody. Seem like everybody draw to you. But with me, when I start talking about truth or anything spiritual, they say I'm judging. I say it's a spirit that they use. And it's really good though. It's really good because it makes a person that know that they are walking in the truth and they speaking truth. It makes them kind of stand back. That's how they can win you. It's because when they can say that you trying to judge me or you being negative, and you know that, hey, wait a minute, whoa, that's deep. I'm not like that because I'm telling you the truth. You see what I'm saying? But that's how they see it. And once they know they can bring you down by making you the negative, want or to make you think that you bring in negative or bad energy or what's that other one, or judging. Those are spirits. Once they can capture you and get you to that level of where they can bring you down, those are the words they use to bring you down, and then you begin to question yourself. Now you know what Yah is to you and you to Yah, but yet it makes you question yourself. And that's why I think my thing is why he stayed with me. That's why I think he stayed with me. I tell them that he teach me every day, basically through the water. If I'm in my car and I'm sitting here driving, let me tell you something. He'll talk to me while I'm driving. In the midnight hour, say 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, he'll wake me up and he'll say some things to me. And it'll have me like, wow. Even though I'm waking up out of the sleep, it's a non-stop. And he's doing that for a reason, because people are going to try to shut you up in this day and time, because those are the people he called the bold ones. See, the Most High Yah already signed the bold ones to come. They're in this day and time. I used to say as a teenager, oh, so they're going to be the, I told the Most High, I said, so they're going to be the best for last. You saving the best for last. That's what I used to say. Because if the bold one's going to have to tackle what's going on today, they have to be the best for last. You remember he said, gave this parable where he hired some from the beginning, and they didn't like the idea that the one that he hired at the end got the same blessing, because they feel that they started at the beginning, and those that came at the end, they end up getting the same blessing. That's what I feel. I feel we don't have to be Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but still we're going to get the same treatment Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is receiving. You see why? Because people don't understand. To me, in this day and time, if you're surviving in this day and time and you're trying to tell people truth, y'all, let me tell you something. The Father has to give you endurance. He has to give you long suffering, because this stuff that's out here today, oh man, it'll have you second guessing Yah that's in you. And you know Yah telling you this. But because everybody else is going in the way of this, you're like, wait a minute. But Father, you said, don't come to me with that, Deborah. You know I already didn't steal that in you. Don't. And that's why he says, get in your lane. When he's saying get in your lane, he's saying when they out there on the outside talking trash, stay in your lane. Stay in spirit and truth. Stay in the lane in which I taught you from. Don't let them put you on the outside of the lane trying to reason and teach and give them something on the outside to thinking it's going to help them get in the inside, and they can't get in the inside unless he bring them in the inside. You see? But yet you sitting here trying to share spirit and truth and truth that the Father has placed in you, because he's greater in me. And all of a sudden you realize, hey, you're on the outside. He said, get in your lane, Deborah. I mean, your lane is the spiritual lane. Your lane is the right lane. And see, when I gave that message the other day, I took it down. They misunderstood when he said, get in my lane. That means you don't know what you're talking about. And you over here said something about somebody and he had to put you in check. You see how sick they get? That's people who's following a dark matter. They don't know it, but that's what they following. They have no idea. And y'all say, but just like they thinking that our son, any and everything, even though that person is not, and people are not giving him the glory and the honor or the praise, or not recognizing him on all these devil platforms, but yet y'all done gave them so many revelations, so many visions, but yet you don't hear them telling you words of life. Which way is Yah? What must I do today? How I should walk? How much darkness out here? Oh no, they ain't gonna teach you none of that. They ain't gonna teach you that Yah's right hand and his stretched out hand is his stretched out arm is all his power. They ain't gonna teach you that Christ is Yah in power, in word, and in spirit. He the one wrapped himself down in the Son of Yah and the Son of Man and came down to help Yeshua do the work. They ain't gonna tell you stuff like that. They ain't gonna break down the narrow gate so that you can see that you're going in the wrong way. They ain't gonna tell them people that, but yet they're the one they put up on pedestals and say they prophesying chaos. Itchy ears, yes. Real hard and in real sound doctrines. That's right. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear no sound doctrine. They don't want to hear none of that. It's just not out there. So don't ever let it discourage you. Keep your calling and who he's chose you to be. Because what's going on in the world is going to cause you to question who you are. Why? Let me tell you why. Because the Father told me we're in the time where everybody's being tried by the fire to see if you're going to stand. And let me tell you something. As a prophetess in the wilderness, that fire is hot. That fire is hot. You see? But I got to stand because he created me a lane to go in. That's why I think of him as more than I can see what people are saying about him. I see him way above all what people are talking about, because he designed me a lane and told me to get in it. And I said, okay, the lane is a beautiful thing. It's saying that you can go out here, you can talk to all these people. Yeah, strange people come talk to you. Don't stay in their lane. Get in yours. That means stay in the spirit realm. Don't be out there talking to them about the fleshly realm. Get in your lane. Because if they'll sit here and think that you on their side and you doing it their way, or you saying it and giving it to them to please them. No. If you find yourself in that, stay in your lane. And if you can't stay in your lane, don't get in their lane and play with them. Yeah. So true. That's one of the main reasons why so many prophecies is being fulfilled. Mm-hmm. So much. They don't care. Yes, it is. That's yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's what's going on. That's that. When that man went into that lady's house to shoot her like that on nationwide TV, that's a part of that. That is a part of showing y'all we have no limits. That was strictly a dark, how would I say, plan that was set up for the floor. And see, and that's what bothers me on that end is Judah have no idea they've been set up. They have no idea in the spirit realm nor in the natural realm they've been set up again. And right now they ain't gonna win. They ain't gonna come out on the other side. So while they dancing right now with all this politics, wait till the other side. Wait till that level off and see where they be. And who they choosing and who they one sitting here fussing, talking about I'm a prophetess and I don't vote for Biden. You baby, you shouldn't even be trying to vote for now one of them. Your mouth, if you're a prophet, if you're a true prophet of the Most High God, you ain't got no business voting for neither nor. What are you talking about? You see, this is the mindset. This is the mindset. Wants to use your platform to try to get people to vote for Trump, and you call yourself a prophet, a prophetess. See, that's what I'm saying. They messed up. And yes, it is zapping them. They coming in and they zapping them out. Just like that man went into that man's house and started beating up on his 11-year-old and his 14. To me, it seemed like that 11-year-old and that 14-year-old should have been able to beat that man down somewhere or another, or double team him. But somewhere he was getting the best of him. But his father, he didn't know the father was in the house. He must have seen them come out to take out the trash. And when they went in, just imagine who in their right mind going to somebody's house and start beating up to the point of trying to kill them, someone's kids. You don't know who in that house. You don't know if those kids know how to fight, but you choose to go in somebody's house. See, this is what you think you saying something, but you saying more than you think you know what you're saying when you say and the power to zap you right up out of here, and folks will think it's the rapture. You talking about the rapture? Folks would think women. Folks would. It's the rapture. They're gonna think it's the rapture, taking folks up out of here. But it couldn't move me. I am still here. I know that's right. But that CERN, it's doing it. It has released something, y'all. Y'all ain't looking at what's going on. Why is it that people ain't paying attention to what's going on in this world? Why is it? That's the part that make me say, forget it, Father. This is crazy. They not see it. Nobody ain't seen it. They waiting for somebody to prophesy chaos. Y'all already had that taken care of. So you just looking for a lot of chaos in your life. They roll their eyes. One woman, let me explain something to y'all. Sister Deborah have my oldest brother died, so it's 6 of us. So my oldest sister now, it's 4 of them, and I got a brother that's under me and a sister that's under me. But say for instance, all of us in one place, and I know how to. I try not to put it on them. If I have to say something, they get quiet. And the thing that I do not too much care about, they'll look with fear. Even my mama. When I speak, they look with fear. Even my mother. They don't challenge what I'm saying. They don't question what I'm saying. They just get silent. They just all get silent and look out of fear. So I realized that's the part that they couldn't deal with. Is when I have to say something, the fear that come upon them. They didn't want to have to go through that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have, they won't roll their eyes. They won't say nothing negative. They'll be full attention to what I'm saying. You see? And that's how my whole life has been when I'm in the midst of them. They ain't never stood in front of me. And then I'm going to be honest with you and disrespect me or say you lying or you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't believe that. No. You see? So it's more of a fear. Oh, she said, oh, she gonna say something. It's like this, you know. You see? CERN is located in Switzerland, and Switzerland just became a part of NATO. Yep. Too many distractions got us looking on the way when we should be looking another way. You're right. Yes, that's right. And going back to what he was saying, showing me in Kings, First King, when that spirit came before the throne and said, I will be the spirit, the lion spirit, to go down there to deceive those 100 prophets, 100. So what makes you think on this earth y'all ain't letting these prophets speak to the world? He is. That's what he was trying to get me to see in the water. What the example was in First King chapter 22. Was it chapter 22? I think it was. Chapter 20. Let me see. What's that? First King. I think it was First King chapter 20. Let me give that to you. And y'all read that. Read the whole one. Read the whole thing and just check that out. First King. Yeah, First King chapter 22, verse 21, 22, and 23. And then it says, Yah sent him to be the angel down to be the lion spirit to the 100 prophets. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So if he sent them down there for that king's prophets, that he may say something so that to be the lion spirit, to get them to go out to battle. Ooh-wee. You see? You better watch yourself running around here putting people on a pedestal and praising and glorifying them, exalting them to be the God himself in your heart, your mind, and in your thought pattern. And that's what they're doing. Now, that's a prime example to me for his name's sake. He do things what she say? I am. I am who I say that I am. I am son him to be the lion spirit amongst 100 prophets of that king. Yeah, I think to be able to recognize that the spirits are out here loose, That's a good thing, because I think that we can't deny that these things out here is happening. And you know what I did? And the Father told me, don't do that. He said, don't do it. He said, it won't help. I said, instead of me getting on here and giving y'all information of spirit and truth, I get on here and pour down everything on the news, everything that's attached to Judah and Israel, everything, and put it down, and then bring it back to you what happened today. Because I wanted to show you all what to me, what I think people are not accepting the fact where we at in this day and time. Many distractions, many. In Switzerland. Great weapon. Very known to mankind. Yes. Because I think they're going to do the work of revelation. Yes. That's what the Father is. He said, now, do you see where the Satan, now the angel, the star fell down with the key to the bottomless pit, open it up in the scorpions? He said a lot of people read that and they'll think that that's what's going to be done, but they missing the bigger picture, Deborah. Because just like I'm telling y'all looking in the natural and not understanding it in the spirit realm, and it's going to come up on you, and you're going to wonder what hit you. And ain't nobody going to be able to prophesy or re-prophesy any of it, because the way that he's coming, just like he told me about the 4 horses, and like he talking about Babylon coming down, all of that. He said you're looking at it and you're reading it one way, but you got to understand the way the Spirit has orchestrated. And if you don't understand the way the Spirit is orchestrated, you'll never know what you're coming up on. And I truly believe that. I don't think I can just get a prophecy from the Most High Yah and spill it out to the world and then don't have no spiritual contents connected to it. I just couldn't see that. I couldn't see that. Mm-hmm. Let me see what that says. Yep. And then when he went on to tell me, he said, now just like Matthew 24 and 24, 99.9 would miss the whole idea of where I was explaining to them that the false Christ and the false prophets that's coming, that could actually fool the very elect. They could, but if it was so, he's saying that it's not so, but if it was, they could fool the very elect. Why are these prophets and these false Christ? How is this false prophets and this false Christ fooling people? See, people don't get it. See, we're looking for the wrong ones. Because the ones that's fooling you have been right before you all the time. Those are the ones people putting up on pedestal, because they're coming with a different slide of the power. They coming with the wonders. You see, because that's what making people believe what is happening. Oh, it's happening, and it did happen. So surely it's what it said. No. You missing what he said. False Christ and false prophets, they're coming with signs, great signs and wonders. Great signs and wonders is a sign of showing you that they can prophesy something, and it's going to say it, and when it happens, you're going to automatically think, truly, they the true prophet. They just did a miracle, signs and wonder, and prophesied something. That's where you're going to get messed up at. And it's okay, because he said that's where we at today. That's just where we at. And he had to have made it. He in the kingdom where he made the Lamb Book of Life and the books to the lake of fire, it's already sealed in the kingdom. You see, Yeshua can't bother. Nobody can't bother that. You see? So while we down here on the earth and we still thinking it's like the earth, the way the earth see it, the way the earth embrace it, the way the earth interpret it, let them go ahead on. Let them take it any way they want. But it's still going to come the spiritual route. And like we are looking, like the CERN has to be put there. Why? Because remember, everything Yah is bringing in Revelation, most of it is coming from the bottomless pit. And where did they build that machine? To go down to the what? The bottom, as far as it can go at high speed, to bring things up out of there. So while we're looking for it in Revelation in the way that it says, but Yah said, because you're so stuck on what you see and believe and what you hear and believe in your flesh, you cannot see it the way I'm rumbling it in the spirit. And it's okay. It ain't meant for you. Because if you're born of the flesh, stay in your lane over there to the flesh, rumble with it. If you're born of the spirit, stay in your lane over here in the spirit and live and rumble in it. But don't get them confused. They do not work together. Oh, those two witnesses. But notice who's coming to take them. That same thing that's coming from the bottomless pit is coming up to destroy them. You see? I think they're going to be over in another country, right? I think they're going to be over in another country. And you're right. You're right. You might be right. They might be already here. You might be right. They might be already here. Because like I told y'all, we're looking at everything based on what we see and what we say. I mean, what we hearing. We ain't looking at it out of the spirit realm. And if when you ain't looking at it out of the spirit realm, you ain't going to see the witness coming. You ain't going to see that they already here. You see what I'm saying? And they could be already here, but by we looking at it in a way that we can only accept it and embrace it to come and to be, like a lot of people might thinking they're going to come and they're going to be here in the United States. No, they're not. They're not going to be over here. One of those. You said the one of them, those witnesses, I thought they were coming together. You know what? A young man just got you saying exactly what you said. He just got you saying exactly what you said about boldness. He just got you saying that. He just said that. He sure did. This one brother just got you saying that about the getting bolder. He was saying they getting bolder too. That's what he just said. The evil, Yes, they think it. They really think it's getting better. But I think people who have embraced that it is at its worstest, I think they will be the one who will live better in the midst of it because they see it for what it is. And Yah is giving them the endurance and the long suffering and the strength to know that they can't change it, but yet he gives them something to live therein until he do what he do best. So I think it's a point of seeing it for what it is. It's the same thing as saluting what y'all got going on and walking therein and pray that he still release that endurance and that long suffering to stand within you because it's out here, baby. Yeah, I think they could be out too. I think that, yeah, yeah. And that's the thing about it, is just seeing what he's doing, allowing to be played out. That's all he's doing, is letting his will play itself out. And we can get confused with his will and the will of the way the world wants to see his will. And that's why I say his will, you have to be able to pull it from the spiritual realm into the flesh and reveal it in the fleshly realm. Not take it to believe what you see and hear in the flesh and make it the spiritual realm itself. And you can't do it like that. You can't do it. Your spirit realm has to be able to reveal it for what it is, first and foremost. But yeah, I started to do something, and the Father had to say, nope, don't do it. Because there's too much of it's going on. He says too much is clearly seen in their eyes. He said it don't, because he said it would really, he was telling me how it really will stress people out if I was able to put down and then expound on what I'm putting down that's happening in the world. See, but then I'd be going what? Out of my lane. You see what I'm saying? So he knows what he's saying to me. You know, he chastised me and disciplined me and corrects me, because I was thinking, hey, it's too much of it going on, Father, and these people acting like they don't see what's out here. You see, and I need to bring it forth each day, every day. Just sit there, write it all down, and then bring it up and use my phone to do the clips over and over and do it on this YouTube. He said, don't do it. He said, don't do it. Everything these people are doing is plainly seen. But the only problem is that CERN, they have released something out of there. Something is out here. Now, a lot of this stuff was going on, but something has happened to where it's so clearly seen. You could see it. You could see things happening. And let me tell you what's different. What's different today than yesterday? They were doing a lot of this. Let's say that the Europeans, they always had a large number of killing and destroying, but they never, you put them up on up on the media, or for the world to see that they are the majority who does things like that. Okay, but today, that spirit of wicked and evil and wicked, don't care who you are. They putting it all out there. All of it is being put out there. And it's showing them just as way more than us. It's showing them doing theirs, doing it way more. Do y'all remember when that man had invited 3 of his friends over to a game? I think it was a football game. And he was upstairs in the bed. They was out on the back porch dead. Y'all remember that? They were Europeans. That, you ain't heard nothing else about that. You ain't heard nothing else about that. And that to me was something really deep. It was really deep. It had so much mystery to it. You wonder, what was it that the other 3 that was out on the back porch dead, but he upstairs asleep? What was going on? You ain't heard nothing about it. I don't even think that man got put in jail. And these were men that had families, children, and all 3 of them was married. And they all died right on the back porch. And they were out there. And the man that owned the house, he was upstairs, sleep. Those were his friends. Stuff like that. That just it just so much of that's going on to you. You tend to say, well, wait a minute, do this country see what they doing? That's why when somebody said that should they move out of this country, I was them. If I had the money, I would have been out of here, y'all. I would have been out of here. I would have been out of here. So I wouldn't tell nobody not to. You said one of the witnesses has already appeared. Shalom, shalom. The power of the Most High Yah. Yeah, it was just an individual who was saying, what do I think about them moving out of country? What is that a good move? Yes, if you can move. I wouldn't go to Africa. I wouldn't go to China. I wouldn't go to Russia. But if you can get out of the United States, get out and be able. Yeah, it's because it's a lot of people don't know. It's a lot of places you can go that you can live off of way less than what United States is, because it ain't gonna get better over here. And the main kick is this here. Well, this is what Sister Deborah is watching. I'm sitting here watching them have full control over the people in this country, white or black, all nationalities. They got the full control over them. How they get it, I cannot explain it, but they got so much control over them to the people cannot see that they're setting them up for something that's about to take place. They know that it has nothing to do with this presidential thing. All of them are in together, you guys. All of them, Republicans and Democrats, Donald Trump and whoever he running with, they all in it together. Look how the world, this country, look how this country collect money for them to run. What type of money do you collect like that for you to run this circus? You shows you that the minds of this country is destroying themselves. They're giving them money to destroy them. So what happened? What I understand is, and I'm finna jump into the spirit realm, is they can land their plan so smooth. And the United States won't even ever realize what hit them. That's how swift they are. Now, are they swift to me? No, because it's clearly seen. But I'm sitting here watching them run a game on these people, this country. And this country can't even see you. They just had a bio on your tail a couple of years ago. And you still don't understand that's your country doing that. You see 9/11, that's your country. You see the foreclosures on these people's house, that's your country. Everything is your country doing it to you, the people. But you can't even see it. So I believe without a doubt, what they're doing now with this here politics is the last straw for this country. This is the last straw for this country. That's why Donald Trump overstepped his words when he said that this will be the last election. There won't be no more election. See, they telling you. See, they overstepping what they're saying. They sending signs to you. There's not going to be another election after this. I don't think it is either. Matter of fact, I know it ain't. Because the way they're going to have you all, they got you. They got them. They got them right where they need to have them. They got these people here in the United States, black and white, and every other nationality here. They got y'all right where they wanted to have you. They got you. And they no eye can see. No ear can hear. No discerning in nobody. None whatsoever. And they think it's about Republicans and Democratic. They think it's about saving their country. Baby, your country. The reason why it says Babylon has fallen, it wants you to understand. I had to say it too, so you won't be so stupid to realize it's over. They got them. They got them exactly where they want them. They did it. They got them. This country would never come out of what they got them set up for. You would never come out of it. And people that's here, if they didn't get out, you ain't gonna be able to get out when it's time for you to run. Because there's going to be just that much chaos going on. They're going to keep you from trying to get out and trying to run. All they have to do is put a stop to it. When people start realizing we done made a mistake or we are in dark, yes. Mm-hmm. But a lot of stuff that y'all don't understand, Matthew 24 got to come to pass. See, y'all thinking that, oh, okay, y'all gonna save you. He gonna, no. You didn't believe Deuteronomy 28. You don't believe you in captivity. You don't believe nothing that he has done or are going to do. So you sitting here believing the world and what the world tell you, go out here and do politics and what is it? Republican, Democratic, y'all get in it. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all, it ain't never been a Republican and a Democratic for the people. Y'all, the power set that up. The system that created the Republican and all that trash was for to manipulate the people always. That's why they never fulfilled nothing for the people. They never. And I don't understand why even the heathens and the Gentiles don't grip that. The Europeans ain't got the mind to see it. They ain't never done anything. But see, what they feel is they feel like, okay, even though we don't have, we at least want it back to where we are comfortable. Not no other race, but long as we comfortable. That's really where we want the country back to. We want them back to where they used to be from the beginning, but we want us to be put back where we once were. And Yah is saying, you'll never see that day again. You're going to get where you need to be. Not where you were and where you live your way. You're going to be brought where you need to be. And the Father had told me the other day, where was that piece of paper I had? He says, tell the people that, where is that paper at? That their words, their thoughts, their feelings, their actions do not accept it, because it can't heal anything. It can't restore anything. And what he's meaning is, when we get in the mindset, say for instance me, and I get this here thing, if I get this thing and I see people are saying, they're now finding out we the people, they're now feeling us, or they're saying that we need to forgive them, or they asking us for the forgiveness, the Father said, watch out. That's a trap. Don't pay no attention to that, because none of that is going to stop them for doing what is about to be done. Okay? So you're going to go on as you have always been, weakened to them. Our people have always been weakened to them, even to the point that they'll do their own wrong just to give them what they want. Weakened to them, to where if they say, oh yeah, y'all the true Jews, or if they say we have wronged you all and our forefathers, he said, don't use that. Don't try to hold on to that as a repentance out of their mouth or something they done. You hear them saying it, you hear them go in one ear and out the next, because it's not going to change, he said, the action that they're going to bring before you. So he was saying, don't entertain that, you guys, because someone gets on nationwide television and say what this lady that's running, she's not a black person. She ain't got nothing to do with a Hebrew Israelite. She ain't got nothing to do with an African black man. She is nowhere near black. How your people or Judah is running behind them is because Judah is behind in the broad gate anyway. It doesn't matter. They can get behind her. They already running in the broad gate. They've been running in the broad gate, so it don't matter. They ain't going to the gate that's narrow, the right way, where the light is. They ain't going there, so it don't matter. But do not, like those that are in the spirit, with spirit and truth, with the light in your hand, do not accept other race, especially European, owning up to who we are as Jews or how they have treated us, because it's not going to change the action that's in the world today. Okay. It's something about over in Egypt. They're starting a whole new religion. Not it ain't new. It's been going on, and it's a whole new belief of a religion. It's a whole new God that's over there that's supposed to be greater than our Yah. You see, and they're pulling all of our Judith men into that Egypt uh, 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 religion. I put it like that. It's not a it's a religion because they in their own belief about other gods, and they doing an excellent job by doing it. But to me, it don't matter. They going in the broad day anyway, so it don't matter. But yeah, so that's booming. Egypt is booming everywhere among many of the melanated people. Many of them. Yeah, I was you. If I had the money, I would leave too. So I was you. I would. It's so many nice places to go, and all you have to, if you are a melanated person, you can key up it and see where there's no the tolerance of races, the tolerance of different hate. It tells you everything and how many of people that's there that's your nationality, all of that, and how much you can live on a place and the rent and how much it costs. Get out if you can. I would advise any. I know you remember I used to tell y'all my baby son how he just want to get out of here. I mean, he just want out, and he has been like that for quite some time. Yeah, a lot of them that knows they already out. They are fleeing out. Oh yes, and they doing it sneaky and conniving. You see, people ain't paying attention to them getting out like that. They really not, because a lot of them that are is people who got money and already know the outcome of what's about to happen. You see, and they going on getting out so they can be settled where they at. Y'all know y'all is all over. So it ain't no such thing as staying here saying until y'all come and he can get you. Don't let people tell you not to leave if that's what's in your heart and it's pulling on you. You see, people will say that because they ain't got the money. And that's their desire, but they ain't got the money, so they like to ruin yours. Don't let nobody do that. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And but see, that's the believe it or not, but that's a good thing though, where we can't run and hide. That's good if you really think of it, because it's like running and hiding is not it. It's the idea that he'll know where I'm at. I want him to know where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? So and it's not so much as running and hiding, because see, that's what I'm saying. We have to understand, because we want to stay where we at, and we think this country has so much invested in us, or this country is just all that and some. I heard, like I say, a lady kept saying she's a prophet, and y'all said this, and y'all said that, y'all said this, and y'all said that. But yet she's sitting here saying this is her country. She ain't going nowhere. I'm like saying, like, this is another Judith that's lost without a cause. When you get prophetess that said that they are prophetess and they don't even know who they are by nation, something is wrong with that. If you don't know who you are by nation, and you don't know who Yeshua Hamashiach is, based on the Son of Man and the Son of Yah, it's just so many things you should know. But these people don't know anything. All they know is Christian, and they're using it for all it's worth. They wearing that thing down. And I sit back and I say, I see why they don't know a lot of things. I understand why they don't know a lot of things. It's because they still stuck on that Christian mindset, that mentality. And if you got 90% of Judah still stuck on that, well, that's why they can follow somebody that's prophesying them to them in the mindset of the Christians. Nope, you can't run, you can't hide. But I tell you one thing, if I had the money, I'd get out of this country, and I will tell you and turn back and tell you it ain't running and it ain't hiding. It's just Jah made a way that I can get out of it until he comes. See, that's what people don't understand. You don't have to stay where you at. You can get out of even the situation you in to move to a better environment. That's why I was talking about land. That's a better environment. At least with hell hit, everything will be on the land, and then you can get what I would have built is a big old tin storage where all the food and water and stuff will be, and supplies will be always on the land for emergency. It's no way. But see, everybody think that since they can't move no further than their house or their apartment or where they at, they don't want nobody else going. It don't have anything to do with running and hiding. It don't have no, when you have Yah in you, where can you run and where can you hide? But he says that faith is the substance of things unseen, but yet believe. And even with that faith that he's talking about, I can have faith to go over to another country and just trust in what I cannot see, but believe if I had the money. If I had the money, I will be up and out of this country. If I had the money, I would be up and into some type of land. If I didn't have enough money, I'd go to a land far out somewhere and set up. But I am not going out there in the mindset that's going to override who he is in me. I'm first and foremost going to start with him in me, telling me what do I need to do from here. And I will sit out in the midnight hour on that land, on that ground, waiting for him to tell me what to do. Because he will. He's been working with me since I was 4. So I know he would. Yeah. If you had the money, baby, let me tell you something. You would. You really would. What you say? You already left. No, you didn't. He said, come out from among them. What you say? I've already left. I know that's right. That's right. He will gather you. That is so right. So no matter where you go, guess what? You know where you at. And even if you go there before he even gather you, he will still make a way for you because you got him in you. You are so right. From the 4 corners, he said he would do that. And that's what you call faith. You can't. And I sit back and I said, okay, Father, whatever. Because my idea, I was the type of person all my life, all my living, I was the type of person that can sit down. I'm real good with art. I can sit down and draw a plan, and I could have a plan out, and I draw this and set it up. And guess what, y'all? It'll go according to the way I have orchestrated it. I was always good with organizing and setting up stuff. And people would say, did you do that? Who did this? I'm telling y'all, I was always good at that. And I said to the Father, now, if I had whatever you would give me, if y'all would have given, bless me, if y'all would bless me, I would take whatever he blessed me and do whatever it is capable of doing. If he give me enough money to get out of this country, so long. Now I might be on YouTube talking to y'all, but I'll be out of here. You see what I'm saying? I will be out of here. And I turn to all my family and my children. I tell my babies, either y'all come or you stay, but you ain't coming. You go now or that's it. I'm out. I'm not going to stand and cry and boo-hoo and oh, come on. And no. Mm-mm. Come on now, Grace. You say it's personal. We ain't gonna bother you. Where are you at? Grace said, no, I ain't gonna tell nobody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. But if he had done that, if y'all would have done that, or if y'all could do that, it's no way I'm gonna sit here in this country when he gave me something to get out, where I can get out of this country. You see what I'm saying? Now, if he gave me only enough to get land, then that's what I would do. Because see, one thing about what people don't understand, look at how all this whole country is following Republican and Democratic and following all this stuff that's setting them up. And after all this politics and stuff is over, the voting, watch what they do to the people. Watch what they do to them. And you're going to look at it and you're going to say, well, wait a minute. They was all for him. And look what them, they voted him. And look what this world is doing. This country is doing. See, it's a setup. It's a setup. And you know what? Sister Deborah is not the only one saying it's a setup. Many people have already said it is a setup. People know it is. They know it is, but they don't care. You see? So if y'all would have given me enough to get land, I would get the land. But if he give me enough to get out of this country, I'm out. And anybody that said they're going to get out of the country, I would advise them to get out. I wouldn't go over there to Africa. Don't be naive. Africa been licking the feet of them Europeans since they existed. Not since, I'm exaggerating, but for thousands of years. Too much stuff is going on. Someone was given a documentary about the rear end of those that's over in Africa. See, that's what I knew it was something, but I just did not. I wasn't able to pinpoint it at all. And they gave that whole program telling you about where they get. A lot of people don't understand the shaking of the rear end. And why Africa got that dance where the women shake their butt. It has a lot to do with voodoo and witchcraft. That's what it started off doing. You shaking your butt and you doing that dance. So when you see them doing all them dances, and I love to see them young kids dancing, doing that African dance. But he broke it down and showing you that it was connected to witchcraft. That's why they be holding their pants and doing all those he was explaining to that's what that has to do. Then he went talking about people thinking when that twerking came on, they didn't understand what the twerking, and they didn't understand in United States adding BBLs and a dancing where a woman always taking pictures where we're in. If they knew where that come from, he said it came from Africa, and he broke that thing down. Stephen Derby, and I said I knew it came from somewhere. Stephen Derby. I knew it came from somewhere. I just couldn't put the pieces together. I knew it was something wrong with it. Because over in Africa, they used that. Women shaking their rear end. It was a part of, he said voodoo. So I'm saying voodoo and witchcraft or whatever. And they would shake, shake, shake. And this is what you see them doing. They are known now for all the dance that they have over there, but it has to do with their back end. You see what I'm saying? So he was just, you should have heard how he broke it down. And I was like, I knew it was something. I couldn't pinpoint it for nothing. I could not pinpoint why would someone feel that their rear end is a trophy. Why would they treat it like it's gold? Why would the eyes of Judith and the African men drool over that? Why? But you know how the Bible says, the instructions and direction says, if you look at a woman and you have if you look at a woman in your heart, you have already committed adultery. So he even added that in it and broke it down, because a lot of them be looking at the rear end, and it is hard for them to control it because it's connected to voodoo. I mean, when he was saying that, I was like, oh my goodness. I said, wait a minute. I always knew it was something wrong with it, even though my ex-husband explained to me that it is something to it, because he said that when they see a woman like that, or they see a woman and their eyes are attractive to their rear end, it comes with a tingling. I was like, get on out of here. Get on out of here. See, but Stephen Derby, he broke it down and said it started in Africa. And I believe that. And run around here talking about they like thick women. Yeah, y'all like, it's connected to something, because it's not healthy, you guys. It's not healthy. I had to take care of my husband, grandmother, and I had to take care of her, and I had no idea she used to be heavy until I had to take care of her. And then my husband would say, she used to be really big. I said, she did. That's before I started taking care of her. And when I took care of her, all this that she had, it just was hard to maintain. It was hard to keep clean. And even when I had to change her, it was really hard, because it was all of that excess that was left over, you see? And I'm saying this even when they, just imagine people in nursing homes, or people who family have to take care of them. You can be looking all hot and good and being the trophy of the eyes of these Negro men all you want. But that stuff got to go somewhere. Somebody going to have to take care of that. First and foremost, your ankle's going to have to participate in it as well. You being able to stand, run, move about. That's why it's so important to right now to try to find health in the way you're eating and you're taking on things, and exercise to lose weight. Because I'm going to tell y'all, this picture ain't going to be pretty. This picture is not going to be pretty. This picture of what is going on in this country is not going to be pretty. Okay? And if you are not in the situation where you can move about, and you're going to end up, and this is what I was in the tub. Before I got on here, I was in taking me a bath. And it dawned on me that, it didn't dawn on me, it just spoke to me, really. It's going to come a time where you're going to want to need to go to the hospital. That nation against nation, that kingdom against kingdom, they ain't going to want to do nothing for you. They ain't going to let you in. They ain't going to take care of you. So everybody that's sitting around overweight and not caring about their health and not caring about their life, baby, if you really got in your heart and you hope y'all let you live, let me tell you something. You better hope something for yourself as far as your health, because that's what I work on. I tell my kids, make sure you get your dental and your health checks and everything done now, because in a minute, you ain't going to be able to get none of that taken care of. You see? And yes, is Yah going to still be who he is? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But I'm still saying, you better be careful. Yeah, they run into Africa because, see, what reason? Do you understand? Let me ask you something. Do you know why they run into Africa? Do you understand why they run into Africa? Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. Did you know I was telling them I'm 63. I think when I was 18, after the first time I voted, I haven't voted ever in my life, just at one time. Because that's what I felt the Spirit was saying to me. That, don't get caught up in that. That's worldly. But see, and then again, what he did is he broke it down to me in the spirit realm. He said all of it is demonic. He said the power that rules this country from a different level, they place whoever they want in there. And they put two clowns in there to make you all think you all at the circus. This is what they do. Oh, I hate that. Mama. Mm. What are you all doing to assist her with mama? Huh? Are you all doing something to assist her with mama? Peter. I'm gonna read that too. I'm gonna read First Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. Now, what you just, that verse you just put up there, I want you to see it also the way it fits into what I was saying earlier today and what I was saying yesterday. And this is the part that's, I think, that people don't understand when you go around and you want to follow prophets and prophetess, all because they bring in chaos that you like to entertain. Okay, listen to this. And this is why you got First Peter chapter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye shall show forth. You see what you just put up there? Ye shall show forth the praise of him who has called you out of the darkness unto the marvelous light. You see, he's calling you, telling you, you all that and some. But you got to show some praise to he that has brought you out of this out of the darkness into this marvelous light. What do he get to cry? They don't care. They don't care. All they want is prophecies of chaos. They don't want nobody. The people don't give them nothing to praise him, to glorify him, to honor him. They're saying, I'm not going to share my praise with him. I want them to just focus on me and what I'm saying and what I'm prophesying and how I'm uplifting. I want to be uplifted. I want to be praised. I want to be exalted. And listen to what this is saying. Listen to what this says. That ye shall show forth praises of him who called you out of darkness into light. That's another way that you'll know a prophet of the Most High Yah and a prophetess of the Most High Yah as servants of Yah. He gonna get the praise out of it. That's why I say to y'all, this is why you got to be very careful at listening to these people. When you don't hear them praising the Most High Yah in any shape, form, or fashion outside of saying he told them this and told them that, let them people alone. Why are they moving to Africa? Okay, let me explain to you why the Europeans moving there. Okay, because see what y'all did not know. I just said it to y'all, and I know it probably didn't. You didn't get it. Over in Africa, is those people over there will lick those European feet fresh and clean. African people over there, they will lick those European feet white and clean till it's fresh. That's what Africa is about. See, you all don't know that. That's why when the presidents over there don't do what they tell them, they kill them. See, because they ruled Africa. See, y'all thinking that Africa, you keep looking at this melanated, but Africa got a lot of darkness in it. I don't care what nobody say. It's a lot of darkness in it. And they will do every last one of you all coming from America wrong. They would kill you, destroy from you, rob you, and take from you. But if a white man come walking side by side with you, you will see the difference in how they treat that white man over you. They will kill you at a blink of an eye and eat your tail too. Now, I miss something? I think I did. Oh, okay then. Okay then. I imagine that is hard for her though. Yes, praising the Most High Yah all the time in everything. That's why they moving there. You want me to tell you why they moving there? That's the only place on the earth that would treat them like kings and queens. Is Africa. See, that's what y'all don't understand. Africa is the only place that treats Europeans like kings and queens, like slave masters. African men and women, that's how they treat white people. Now they'll treat each other like wicked and evil. And you go over there, they'll kill you, take from you, steal, murder you, hide you, chop you up, eat you, put spells on you, all kind of stuff. But them white people, they will kill you for them. Africa is built up on that. That's why I say it's kind of sad that Judah and Israel never figured out the fact that Africa was the big road. Those tribes over there was the big road that set us up so that when the people brought the boats in, we can get on their boats, and they sold us to them. And Africa gets away with it, and then they run over here and talk about it's the European, it's the heathens and Gentiles, these people in the United States. Y'all sitting here saying to me, but Deborah, they didn't even think that those people was the number one participant. Africa was. And they would own that thing and tell you they were. But these Negroes over here in United States, you can't tell them nothing. Just like all this election and all this stuff that they doing, you can't tell these people nothing. You got prophets and prophetess prophesied for Trump to get in, prophesying for Biden to get y'all. All this here stuff, they not supposed to even be wrapped up in that. But that's all. That's what they love, chaos. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't dare go into Africa if I was being a melanated from America. I wouldn't dare go over in Africa. They've been lying to y'all about what's going over there. They ain't gonna treat you like nothing. And I don't care how much money you got. They horrible over there. It's a spirit over there. See, that's what I keep trying to instill in people. There's two sides to an individual and to people. It's who they are in their flesh and who they are in the spirit. When you pick up your King James Bible, your instructions and direction book, even your lost chapters and your found chapters that's in here. When you're looking up these things, guess what? You will also see everything is split down in twos. You cannot go over in Africa talking about, oh, they the same color, or we got the same skin, or this is the motherland. Mother your land, tails down. You don't even understand what those people do on that land over there. And you wonder why they didn't went through. And they have suffered so much. You have no idea what they have gone through and what they have suffered because of the type of evil and wicked that's over there. So I wouldn't go over there to them over there to, claiming to want to go to a motherland, a fatherland either. Spirit and truth. That's who they serve. The whole Africa does. Now you got those that are the Hebrews, but they far out away from them and used to see how they live it and been over there all that time. But they are not a part of them. They're not in with them. But they still, the Hebrew Israelites, some of them still serve the Christian church, the Christian belief. A lot of them do. Yeah, because they think that the white Jesus is God. They think that that's their way to God. It's through the white man. It's in them. You couldn't even preach and teach it out of them. They probably kill you. You tried to. That's just how bad it is. Okay. Oh, yes, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot of it. Cannibalism. Oh, yeah. And I was right. Why they going to do that? I was trying to figure out why they started doing that. And then somebody said, no, Deborah, they always did that. They didn't. I said, I ain't never known that. I saw that. I saw that they eat human bodies. I didn't think they do that stuff over there. But yes, I saw that. And they think it's funny. They think it's funny. And it's several parts of Africa. They tell you don't go into it because they eat you. And I'm like, and they were showing it. I don't know if it's true, but the way the people were there, they were saying that that's what they do. They said they've been like that since their forefathers. They always ate human. It's a lot of stuff going on out there. Yep. Oh my goodness. Ghana, I believe that too. Because the way they conduct themselves, when I was staying in Atlanta, the way that they act in Atlanta, they had a real nasty attitude toward Negroes here over in United States. Oh, they couldn't stay. Like, they treat you. They really like they just That's horrible. And I have pictures. Oh my goodness! Wow. Oh yeah, they do all kind of things over there. I wouldn't even dare head that way. But it is on. It's a matter of fact. It's a lady, an elderly lady, and an elderly man. They are they constantly on YouTube showing you different. They travel to different countries just to show you what it's like to live there, and then they get all the information as far as the expense of how much the property in different areas, and how many melanated people over in that area, and is it a racist area, or it's something like they don't tolerate. It's something they do a lookup as far as tolerating or not tolerating, but for us being racist. They don't put up with. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them don't put up with. A lot of them don't put up with this here. I don't know if y'all know this. A lot of these places don't put up with this here, this homosexual stuff. See, I didn't even know that until I was watching that program and saw the different countries. Everybody don't do it like the United States. Oh, she has certain meats. I heard that. That's really good because what they doing now, I mean, it is. I mean, I cannot even find you all a good uh, thirst, a good drink that you can have that you can drink with your meals every day. Only thing I boil all of my water and I freeze it. But I'm just saying that I like that taste of the water that's boiled like that too. And I can drink that, but it's just I mean look to keep me from drinking sodas and stuff like that. I was looking for a way of making something that I could by being hot in summertime, something that I could drink and quench the thirst. But it's just nothing that they have made that ain't got something in it that's really there to go up against your body. A lot of people don't even paying attention to that. It's a lot of stuff they make it that have made and still making, even putting even more. Because no, this country never said anything about this country when they turned around and they added sugar. You know how it tells you how much sugar? This country told everything that they make in this country to add sugar. Then now you see sugar, and then at the bottom of it, added sugar. So what they did now was double the sugar. So they added sugar, it's double to the sugar, and they added. Why did they do that? Why would this country tell them everything that we make and we create and we have? I want it to double in the sugar because they know that's what tear down the body. And I don't know why the people never said, and why the people in this country never said. These people in this country don't say nothing to these people in this country. But wait until what happens, y'all. Wait till you see what happens. Because see, they feel this is how they're feeling. Y'all, as we as Judah and Israel, we ain't got no sense, no way. But they looking at it as long as we get to have the things we once had, still go our way. That's what they want. They want their way to go like it used to be in this country. That's what the Europeans and the heathens and Gentiles want. They want everything to go back to the way they have always had things their way. That's what they want. But they ain't getting that. They don't, how you want everything to go back to your way, because that's how you was able to rent a place, to buy a home, to buy a car, to go to the bank and get loans. All of those ways are deleted. They are deleted, and they are too ignorant to see it. That it's already stepped in play. It's not going to be that easy for you all anymore. It's not going to be that easy for you to continue to pay that house note anymore. See, all that stuff is over. That's all they want. They want to get back to where it used to be, where they can afford it and live high on the hog, get the best of the best, buy the cars, get the loans, and get the house. That's all America people want. Send my children to the best schools in the best college, have the best neighborhood. That's all they want. And they don't even see that it's over. They don't have no idea. No matter what president you put in there, it is over. The great old America is not non-exist anymore. But they don't want to see that. They don't want to believe it. So they thinking if we put that right man in there, we're gonna be okay. No, you're not. It's over. It is over. And they don't get it. So I look back over my life and I said, Father, thank you for the struggle. Thank you for the endurance and the long suffering. Thank you for the struggle, Father. Because people who do not know what it's like to struggle, you're going to be the ones that's going to get hit hard. You're going to get hit so hard, you ain't going to know what hit you. And it's every time you get up, you're going to have to land right back down. That's how hard you're going to get hit. You're going to be defeated because all this time it's been going all your way. And the way you said it, and you've been having everything. And see, what y'all don't understand, it's not a choice of this country. It's what the kingdom pulling down. And see, that's another sad thing, because even though people talk, they don't understand where Yah is at in this day and time. He is not where you think he is. He is not going to come and build you up and bring you back to a standards that you desire. He's pulling all of that down. So that's what they want. That's what they think Donald Trump or this lady is going to do. They're going to bring them, but have they ever? No, it was the country powers behind the wall that allowed them to get loans, to get homes, to get cars, to get good college for their children, to get treated the way that they were treating. It was a power that ruled over this country that allowed you to get that because you was white. They made it right for you. But that power is not no more give a rat behind about you now, because they got to hang firm to the prophecies that shows the end. And it's about destroying the land that they know that's already off the map in reality. We just too ignorant to see it. And they thinking if they put somebody in there, oh, it's going to go better and it's going to make it better for us. And have it ever made it better for any Negroes? They can never say it did, but they still portray the role. How could you continue to play the role and you never made it better for you? Whoever they ever had in there ain't never made it better for you, but yet you still playing the game. How could you still play the same game so many years? Here we are in the midnight hour and you still want to play their games with them. That don't even make any sense. And then you want to sit and argue and fuss and fight with each other because one is not voting for the one you want. Did y'all know your people are out there doing that? Y'all didn't know they did you. They out here clowning because one is not voting for the other. The one they are voting for. All of it is chaos. So what the power that be's, they said that's good. That's how we want it. We want all the chaos in that country to start up. That's why they put that man shooting that lady on nationwide television. Why you think they had that white man that raped that little bitty how old was she, 4 or 5 year old little girl? Put him on nationwide television. All these things that the heathens are doing to black people, they letting you know right now. Here it is, y'all. Look what they doing to y'all. Look what they doing to y'all. But why is it they find it so easy to do? Because the black men ain't never took their position as a man. And they know they haven't. And they don't care if they do. If they decide to take it today, it's vain and vax. It's worthless. They already destroyed your nation. And the ones that's getting out are the ones that's in y'all's hand. That remnant. That's why he wants us to know it's his remnant that he got. It's not everybody. How can everybody get out of here and 90% don't even know who Yah is, who they are? And a lot of people think it's better, is we in a time where it's important that Yah, we hear from Yah and who he's going to take care of this person, how he's going to kill this person, how he's going to destroy this person, how he's going to do this to this country, how he's going to do America here and how he's going to do here America here. And when it all said and done, we better start pointing our fingers at ourselves. What is he going to do to us? Yep, they're doing the same thing. It's the same. It's just a sight to see. It's a sight to see how we as a people, I need to stop saying we, because I'm in the body of Hamashiach. We is not in the body of Hamashiach. So that's the difference. The body of Hamashiach on one side and Hebrew Israelites on the other side. Now, in the body of Hamashiach, do they have Hebrew Israelites? Yes. We're in the body. We're protected. All praise to the Most High Yah. Mm-hmm. No, ain't nothing going to get it. They don't even care if it get better or not. They just think they in a part of the what's going on with this country. Oh, I want to play. It's sad, y'all. It's a sad thing that they don't even see that they setting them up. You playing this game with them, this politics game, and they getting ready to set up a way that they gonna take everything from you and take your life from you, and you sitting here setting up a game. And you know what? I noticed. I'm gonna tell y'all something that a lot of y'all ain't nobody pay no attention to. See, I can call out when they gonna mess with my video. They did it again yesterday. I know it, and with me, I stood back and I said, well, I'm not someone who got a lot of subscribers or likes. I'm the least. Why are they over here? Because they know what you said is the truth, and they carry light. Then I sit over here and see all these people here, got everybody putting them on the pedestals, and they prophesy. They say, you don't see them bothering them. You don't see them bother them. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be able to see the spiritual route in all of this. And many people can't seem to see that. Something is wrong with that picture. You're going to be over here tagging my videos and listen to what I'm saying. And this individual over here giving the world all of this, but yet you over here bothering me. See, something wrong with that. See, all that I look at and I measure all of that. And that's what the Father wants me to do. He wants me to be able to divide it in the proper area in which I need to. You need to put spirit to spirit and let flesh to flesh, meaning worldly. It's a big difference. Yep, for all that grace and mercy. And he's still pouring it out. Yep, he's still pouring it out. So I, Sister Deborah, anybody else had any other question? I, Sister Deborah, say I appreciate each and every last one of you all from tuning in. Hope you got something out of it. And I will be back. And you all focus on praising the Most High Yah. Someone just did it. Someone just did. Was that First Peter? Let me show you this. I think that was First Peter. Listen to what this said. And this is all I'll be saying to you all. How could people? Yeah, First Peter, chapter 2 and verse 3. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praise of him who have called you out of darkness into the marvelous light. That's what we need to be doing. We need to be thanking him for calling us out of darkness into this marvelous light. Because don't think that ain't a big difference. It is. So I, Sister Deborah, say I appreciate each and every last one of you all in the live chat. And I will be back. Shalom and shalom.